Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for a impromptu live on the Unleashed Alchemy channel, YouTube channel. And so I didn't plan on going live and I keep looking up because this lighting, I don't know, let me see if I can fix this lighting because it's a little bit dark. Let's see. No, that's not working either. Let me see. How about that? That's better. I don't know. Let me go back to where I was. Let me try that. Mm, we'll work with that. Okay, so anyway, happy Sunday, happy whatever day it is. I like I said, I didn't plan on doing a live, but it just hit me to go live. So we'll see if anyone shows up. But if you do join, thank you again for being here. If you're watching the recording of this, thank you for watching. To all of my new subscribers, I'm so excited that you're here. There are 90 of us, well, actually 91, including myself. There are 91 of us spiritualists that are here, that are ready to step into our own spiritual bag. We are here because we know we have a calling here, a calling to really embrace, not just, but really to embrace who we are as alchemists, as magicians. We're ready to tap into our ancestral lineage as far as our spiritual practice is concerned. Okay. And so we're ready to bridge the unseen with the seen. So that is exciting. There's 91 of us here that are ready to do that. So thank you for being here. So this episode, I want to talk about, hi, Mario Miles. Good morning to you too. Thank you for joining. All right. So today's video, I want to talk about how to handle judgment from the people that are closest to you when it comes to the way that you practice spirituality. And so there's different levels to this, and I may have to come back and maybe do a part 2 on this. So here's the thing. Spirituality reminds us that relationships are important, and relationships are designed to be a positive influence on our expansion, on our spiritual expansion. All right. And so we learn that when we devote our time, when we invest in really building and strengthening that connection that we have to spirit, okay, to higher consciousness, to God, goddess, whatever you call that, all right? We learn that relationships are important, okay? Now, I'm also going to say this, and I'm looking down because I have notes. Now, your spirituality and the way that you practice is your business. And the way that you practice your spirituality, it is only available to others when you choose to make it available to them, if you choose to divulge that information with other people. And the reason why I'm bringing that up as far as our relationships is because what can happen is that if the way that you practice looks different from those that you are in relationship and in community with, that can sometimes present a challenge. All right. When you are in relationship with other people, okay, and to cultivate that relationship, sometimes we think that means to stay silent because you don't want to rock the boat, or to be in relationship with someone that means to stay silent because you want to keep the peace. Now, going back to the challenge, and the way that you practice spirituality looks different from the way that other people in your community practice, that challenge can come up because sometimes those people, whether they are doing it intentionally or not, they can attempt to challenge the way that you practice by calling it wrong or attempting to get you to prove truth in your spirituality and prove truth to the way that you practice because it looks different from the way that they're practicing. Okay? So, to have positive relationships, it does not include not saying anything because you don't want to upset someone. You have all the right in the world to remove yourself from the presence of someone who does not want to have a healthy conversation about spirituality. Okay? There's a difference between having a discussion with someone and someone attempting to challenge you into judgment of the way that you practice and how you speak about spirituality. Okay? I'm bringing this up because if you have been here, okay, if you have been watching from the very beginning, you know that I talk about our bodies being energetic portals. We are energetic beings. So it is very important to just be mindful of that when you are in community, when you are in relationship with other people, because it's very important that you get to choose how you want to invest your energy. Now, you'll if you've been here for a while, you also know that I say unleashed alchemy on this channel, whether you're part of the mystery school or whether you've had a one-on-one session with me. I am not here to tell you what to do at all. Now, in the same breath, I probably am going to sound like I'm contradicting myself because on this episode, I'm going to tell you, do not get into any back and forth with anyone trying to challenge you and trying to pose judgment onto you about how you practice spirituality. Okay. That is where, in your relationships, this is where boundaries are very important because, again, you have a right to say, you know what? We can have a conversation we can have a healthy conversation about how I practice my spirituality and how you practice yours, but I will not be judged. I will not be challenged. I don't have to prove that what the way that I practice spirituality is truth for me. You have every right to say that. Okay? Now, I will also say this. Now, unless you feel that you were put here to get into those back and forth debates, then forget this whole live. Forget this whole episode. Okay? This was not for you, I guess. All right? But as a spiritual being, all right, your knowledge and your application of knowing that you are an energetic being, it becomes your focus. And you start to understand how important it is to protect your energy, to protect your auric space, to protect your aura, to protect your heart, to protect your mind. And again, I want to emphasize this. I'm not talking about healthy conversations where you are sharing your ways and your perspectives with someone. And then there is a back and forth, but it's not a judgment. It's a sharing of perspectives in a healthy way. So it's when the conversation becomes, oh, where, well, I'm just kind of worried about you because I just don't understand what you're doing. Why do you do this? Why do you talk this way? That is when are the types of conversations that I am highly suggesting that you protect your space from, that you protect your energetic being from. Okay? Let your discernment. Let your intuition work for you. It is part of your spiritual bag. You know off top if a conversation is strictly just that, if it's just a sharing of perspectives, or if it is judgment. You know off top. Let your intuition work for you. Okay. And again, I'm going to say this. You may have to say, you know, this is judgment. I appreciate the conversation. I'm open to having a conversation with anyone, a healthy conversation. But since we're unable to do that, let's not have this conversation anymore. I'm not open to this exchange again. And you have a right to say that with people that you are closest to, with people that you are in community with. All right. So I just wanted to drop that gem with you, on you, to you. Okay. So if you have any questions for me about this topic, please leave them in the comments. If there are other spiritual topics that you would like for me to expand on so we can share our perspectives, all right, let me know in the comments. Also, check out the link that I'm going to leave is going to give you information if you haven't joined already for the to the my Unleashed Alchemy Mystery School. And also, if you would like to work one-on-one with me for a spiritual consultation, that link to schedule an appointment, it's also included in the description box. It's one link, all right? I've gotten away from just putting a whole bunch of links to each, section. One link will take you to where you need to go. All right. So thank you again for joining me. I know this was an impromptu live. If you guys like the lives, you'd like for me to do more lives, I am open to doing more lives. I do lives in the Unleashed Alchemy Mystery School, but I'm thinking of doing more lives on the YouTube channel as well. All right, just let me know your thoughts. Leave me a comment, say hi. And again, I appreciate you for subscribing. If you're new here, like, subscribe, share. All right, and until next time, cheers. Okay, this is not ending.